end the double track. We want by 2027, no child in secondary school in Ghana should be on double track. And so we're building 16 new secondary schools, and then we're expanding the facilities in all the existing secondary schools so that all the children can go to school at the same time and vacate at the same time.
Shaping the future of digital broadcasting. President John Dramani Mahama. Now, meanwhile, Majority Leader in Parliament, Mahama Ayariga, has assured civil society organization, the CSOS, that Parliament remains open to reviewing aspects of the Tribunals Bill 2026 if concerns are raised that require further consideration. His comments follow claims from the Trades Union Congress, the TUC, for the proposed legislation to be suspended until the ongoing constitutional review process is completed. Mr. Ayariga said Parliament is committed to engaging stakeholders and ensuring that laws passed reflect the interests and concerns of Ghanaians. He explained that the legislative process allows rooms for scrutiny, amendments, and improvements where necessary before final decisions are made. The Majority Leader further urged stakeholders to continue engaging Parliament through constructive dialogue as discussion on the Tribunals Bill progress.
Throughout the passage of this bill, I believe that all the concerns that civil society groups had have been adequately dealt with, and I urge civil society groups to take a look at the bill and the various provisions of the bill, and if there are concerns, I believe that this house is a listening house and we can revisit some of the issues that they are concerned about. But for now, we believe that we have provided Ghana with the best framework for a tribunal system of administrative justice as one can possibly have.
And that was Honorable Mahama Ayariga's voice you just heard. Now moving on, Minister for Roads and Highways, Kwame Gavins Agboza, has called on road constructors across the country to voluntarily contribute to the Ghana's Medical Trust Fund, stressing that the constructors will be called into making donation. Speaking at an event, the minister stated that he would not use his office to strengthen or pressure any contractor into supporting the initiative, emphasizing that the contribution should be made willingly. Mr. Agboza, however, noted that the government's flagship road infrastructure program, the Big Push, is currently being prepared while encouraging contractors to partner with the government in supporting healthcare delivery through the trust fund. As demonstration of his personal commitment to the initiative, the roads minister announced that he would donate 3 months of his salary to the Ghana Medical Trust Fund. He expressed hope that his gesture would inspire individuals, corporate organizations, and contractors to voluntarily contribute towards improving healthcare financing and support patients in need across the country.
I wish that my contractors would step forward and say, we will contribute and build it on our own. Mr. President, it's just $15 million. Members of Parliament and Ministers of State have committed our salary to that. Today, Mr. President, I'll commit 3 months more of my total salary to the Ghana Medical Trust Fund. I will not threaten any contractor that if you don't contribute to the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, I have no power to do anything to you. But however, the Big Push Phase 2 is being prepared. I will just tell you quietly that I will be asking the boss of the Ghana Medical Trust Fund to furnish me with all voluntary contributions, including my own. And I will be happy to make that list available to you, Mr. President. So when we are sharing the next phase of the Big Push, we shall see how we share it. Your Excellency, I believe when we do this, we are not doing this for you. Why is it okay to actually buy a Gucci with written on it? But when we name something that takes care of our health, somebody said that naming the fund Mahama Care, there's something wrong with it. No, Mr. Speaker and Mr. President. Actually, I am proud you made it Mahama Care because you actually care. So I am urging every road contractor, please, it is not a threat, but make a genuine commitment to the Ghana Medical Trust Fund. Thank you very much for everything.
And that was the Minister for Roads and Highways, Kwame Gavins Agbuze's voice you just heard. Now, Minister for Health, Kwabena Minta Akando, has assured that the government will clear all outstanding salary arrears owed to 13,500 health professionals recruited by the previous administration by the end of the year. According to the minister, the government is committed to settling the unpaid salaries despite the financial burden, stressing that the measures have been put in place to ensure affected health workers receive what is due to them. Mr. Akando said clearly the arrears forms part of the government's effort to improve the welfare of health professionals and strengthen the country's healthcare system. He reaffirmed the government's commitment to supporting healthcare workers and ensuring they are adequately compensated for their services. The minister gave assurance while addressing stakeholders, stating that all outstanding arrears owed to the affected health professionals will be fully paid by the end of 2027.
Excellency, another very important issue in the health sector is about recruitment. We inherited more than 100,000 health professionals who have been trained and they are at home. We inherited a situation where the former administration had recruited about 13,500 health professionals without any financial provisions. As I speak to you now, we have all of them, all the 13,500 on the payroll, and we are paying their arrears. By the end of next year, we'll finish paying all the arrears.
Shaping the future of digital
Your Excellency has further directed that we begin recruitment of about 16,000 of the health professionals. We have completed 8,000 and we will start the next 8,000 very, very soon. We have another strategy we call Ghana Labor Exchange Program, which we are facilitating to also aid the movement of some of our health professionals to also work outside this country. After all, remittances are also part of the backbone of our economy. And so far, we've been able to move about 4 batches outside this country. We now have Jamaica, we have the UK, we have the US also with us signing MOU so that we can aid the transfer or the migration of these.
And that was the Minister of Health, Honorable Kwabena Minta Akando, assuring the government will clear all outstanding salary arrears owed to 13,500 health professionals recruited by the previous administration by the end of next year. Also, the new Patriotic Party, the NPP Constituencies Executive Election Committee in Wejagbawe has dismissed calls for the cancellation of results from last Saturday's constituencies elections. The committee describes the electoral process as fair, transparent, and conducted in accordance with the party's guidelines. According to the committee, there are no grounds to nullify the outcome of the election, while urging any aggrieved party members of supporters to make the use of party's internal mechanism to seek redress. The committee assured members that the concerns of all stakeholders will be addressed through the appropriate channels as the party works to maintain unity and strengthen its structures.
With respect to allegations that delegates' albums or ballot materials contain markings or identifiers, the committee states unequivocally that no such markings existed. Anyone with credible evidence to support such claims is encouraged to present it through appropriate party structures for independent verification. Regarding the delegates' album, any omissions resulted from the application of the party's approved eligibility criteria, including inactivity, non-residents within the relevant electoral area, illness, death, and other legitimate considerations. And I must state that less than 100 persons were affected. The committee holds the relevant records and therefore challenges those alleging the exclusion of more than 500 members to produce credible evidence in support of that claim or stop propagating falsehood. The internal electoral process has now been concluded, and duly endorsed with the full complements of the national and regional representatives under the authority of the new patriotic party. The committee remains satisfied that it has discharged its mandate fairly, impartially, and in accordance with the party's constitution and electoral guidelines. And I must say that it has been done and dusted.
To save Ghana, we shall win, we shall win to save Ghana. We shall win, we shall win to save Ghana. The early party, and in the same way, we shall win to save Ghana. The early party, and in the same way, we shall win to save Ghana.
And that was the new Patriotic Party constituencies executive from Bawi. Please stay with us. We'll be back shortly. Thanks very much for staying. We are still in the news bulletin. National Coordinator of the Ghana School Feeding Program, Hajia Fati Fogo, has called on district and municipal education directors to intensify monitoring of schools and caterers under the program. According to her, regular supervision is necessary to maintain standards and improve the quality of meals provided to pupils across the country. Hajia Fati emphasized that effective monitoring will help ensure caterers comply with the required guidelines and that children receive nutritious meal that supports their growth and learning. She urged education authorities at the district and municipal levels to work closely with school management and caterers to address challenges and enhance the impact of the program. The Ghana School Feeding Program remains a key government intervention aimed at improving school attendance, reducing hunger, and supporting the education of children nationwide.
Today we are in Kokoridia and in the new Durban South municipality. We are here for two things. Currently, there's an ongoing nutrition training, and we're also having a monitoring. This is my first time as the national coordinator to have visited this area. In doing that, we had to pay homage to the overlord when it comes to education in the municipality, who is with us here. We've visited this school, we have engaged the headmistress, we've asked questions, and I'm impressed with the service delivery of the caterer in this particular school. Whatever it is that we have to do to make it better, I think the headmistress have mentioned that. Regarding the training, it is for the caterers to learn and appreciate our indigenous food. We expect that they use our locally food items to cook for the children. We believe that it is good, it is nutritious, and it can let them grow and grow well. It's healthier than the canned foods, the imported foods, if properly prepared. We want to ensure that we don't compromise the nutritional value of the meals that are prepared for the children. So we are collaborating with our development partners, which is World Bank and Uguchi. I think they have designed a manual for us to educate our caterers as to how to balance whatever meals they prepare for the children. So the training we witnessed over there is to equip some officers to also go down there and equip our caterers with that knowledge.
Now, away from that, Kumasi Metropolitan Chief Executive, the KMA, Richard Ofori Ajiman-Buedi, has led a demolition exercise behind the Cocoa Board office near the Asafo interchange to remove makeshift structure occupying public spaces. According to the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly, the exercise forms part of efforts to reclaim public areas and address concerns over criminal activities and social vices reported in the area. The KMA stated that removal of the unauthorized structures will help improve sanitation, enhance security, and restore order around the busy interchange. The Assembly has indicated that similar exercises will be carried out in other parts of the metropolis to ensure that public spaces are properly managed and used for their intended purposes.
What is happening is that just as you've indicated, we notify them that we're coming to clear this place of criminal elements, and so it was important that everybody leaves this place. Today we have come to carry out the exercise of making sure that this place does not become a habitat for criminals and criminal activities.
What have been your observations? What really what are the bad things that you
There are a lot of prostitutes who have come from other West African countries here. There are a lot of sale of illicit drugs here, and this is where most criminals meet to plan and strategize to embark on heinous crimes within the metropolis. And so once we destroy the haven for them, at least it will be difficult for them to converge at this particular location for them to embark on criminal activities. And this is the main domain of the central business district. And people cannot go about their duties here, especially in this area, without the fear of being attacked by robbers. So once we destroy and we are able to get them off this space, people then who are embarking on their normal duties and responsible activities can then navigate this area without any shred of fear. That is the intention, to clear the entire area. But it's a vast area. So if we are having minimum agreements, we'll work till 3 p.m. Wherever we get to, we'll end there and come again.
There are reports that
the police is investigating that. And I'm sure there are people who should be of concern to sanctions. The police will handle it.
Now, many of these young people are in the aspect. So, what are their fates?
Many of which young people?
The people who.
And that was Kumasi Metropolitan Chief Executive Richard Ofori Ajiman-Buedi. Now moving to Bamehu, police in the Upper West region have launched an investigation after the body of a newborn baby boy was discovered in the refuse dump at Semi B Hotel in Bamehu, a suburb of Wa. The infant's body, which had been wrapped in a polythene bag, was found on Friday morning by a hotel cleaner during routine cleaning duties. The discovery was immediately reported to the police, who visited the scene, retrieved the body, and conveyed it to prevention and further examination as part of ongoing investigation. Authorities are working to establish the circumstances surrounding the baby's death and identify those responsible for abandoning the child. Police have appealed to the public to provide any information that could assist with investigation into the tragic incidents.
Around 8:30 that I got a call from my clinics that one of them, that they found a polythene bag. When they opened, they saw a motionless baby, and that was a baby boy. So they called me, and then I said, okay, that is the case. We need to report the issue at the police station. So I went to the police station, municipal, to lay the complaint. So that's why I'm here with the police and with the environmental officer to see by themselves, and then they take the necessary action. Once the baby is already dead, but it's not alive. So,
in fact, this is the first time we are seeing something in our area, and it's a bad image on the community. So we are going to take steps as to how we can prevent such an issue in future. But it will be difficult, but we'll see how to handle it. So as an assembly member, when I received the information, so I just arrived. So the information I also had is that the management of the hotel have gone to the police station to inform them. And then that would have what I would have done. But once they have gone there.
And that was some eyewitnesses from Bamewu. Now, in sports news, President John Dramani Mahama has called on authorities to do everything possible to persuade Carlos Queiroz to remain as head coach of the Black Stars. The 73-year-old Portuguese tactician signed a short-term contract in April ahead of the 2026 FIFA World Cup in North America after Otu Addo was dismissed in March following a poor run of results. Under Queiroz, Ghana reached the knockout stage of the World Cup for the first time since the 2023 tournament in South Africa. Speaking on Friday during an inspection tour of the whole sports stadium, President John Dramani Mahama stressed the importance of maintaining continuity in the national team's technical setup. He said the experienced coach has laid a solid foundation that should be built upon ahead of the 2027 African Cup of Nations and future World Cup campaigns. According to the president, retaining Queiroz could help Ghana challenge for major honors in the coming years. I am sure that if we keep this team and we persuade the coach Carlos Queiroz to continue work with the team, by the time of next year AFCON and the next World Cup, we'll have a team that can claim the championship in either of those two competitions, Mahama said. The Black Stars opened their World Cup campaign with a 1-0 victory over the Panama before holding England to a goalless draw. A 2-1 defeat to Croatia in their final Group C match was still enough to see Ghana progress to the round of 32 as one of the best third-place teams. However, their World Cup journey ended after a narrow 1-0 defeat to Colombia in the knockout stage. The Black Stars will now shift their focus to the 2027 African Cup of Nations qualifiers. Ghana has been dropped in Group C alongside Cote d'Ivoire, Somalia, and the Gambia, with a qualified campaign set to begin in September. Now, a recap of today's news bulletin. Government to end double track system by 2027. President John Dramani Mahama. Mahama Ayariga assures the CSOS of parliamentary readiness to review Trambulance bill. Also, Roads Minister urges contractors to voluntarily support Ghana Medical Trust Fund. President Mahama urges the GFA to keep Carlos Queiroz as Black Stars coach. That's all for today's morning news. For more updates, visit our page on Facebook, KBN TV. Up next is the Motivation Time with me, your host, Akosia Greatness. Enjoy the rest of your morning.
wadwen sɛ wobɛware afe wei ana ɛne ma menkamfo KBN event ɛmfama deɛ bia woyɛ a wobɛhia KBN event so mu betwa ma no wobɛyɛ a mode ankaka so nko bi na ɛyɛ mfidie so ɛyɛ papa ɛna mo yusu nti ɛma ne kyɛ ɛnyɛ baako ne bi a ɔma betwa sɛ bosome miɛnsa bosome nsia akyiri no na video n'ani ayɛ bɛlɛ na ɛte sɛ black and white TV a wohwɛ daabi kitwanya no nko a na yɛyɛ sɛ woyɛ abadintoɔ deɛ yɛfrɛ ne baby naming no na wopɛ sɛ yɛba aseɛ paneɛ tɔfɔ kora pɛ sɛ yɛtwa na biribi biara ɛbɛkɔ so ɛwɔ abadintoɔ no ase no ɛba na nnipa hu na ɔmoka sɛ sister yi na abadintoɔ de yɛ guy a ne nyinaa ɛyɛ KBN event ɛde bia na wanya yie na ɛyie no wopɛ sɛ yɛbɛtwa ne yɛde toɔ ma akyiri ma yɛbɛtwa ne kamakama deɛ wɔ sɛ yɛ fried roast na yɛtwa na ne nyinaa yɛ kama fiti ɛyie na ahyɛseɛ a mokɔ mɔkyerɛ akɔfa mufunu yɛbɛdi akyire na ne nyinaa yɛtwa ne yɛde aba ama nipa hu asɛdeɛ yie ne kɔɔyɛ na ma yɛhu sɛ yɛyɛ fɛ paa na biribi bia kɔɔ fan a ne nyinaa ɛyɛ KBN event mo a woyɛ asɔfoɔ no so yɛntwa mo nyae ebia woyɛ program bi woyɛ seminars woyɛ conference woyɛ biribi biara wobɛhia KBN event deɛ metwa deɛ yɛfrɛ no recorded no deɛ nso a wopɛ sɛ yɛyɛ live streaming de ma wo ne nyinaa KBN event yɛbɛtumi abɛyɛ ne kama ɛnti frɛ yɛn ɛyɛ yie abadintoɔ wedding biribi biara no wobɛtumi afra yɛn ɛwɔ 0256 071 414 0256 071 415 ɛyɛ KBN event yɛtwa amani ayɛ fɛ project.
Get free music on Mdun. 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 Get free music on mdundo.com. Get free music on mdundo.com.
It's a brand new day. Good morning and welcome to Kharis FM. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and all our social media platforms and across the country, Ghana. My name is Akosua Greatness, and I am your host for today's motivation quotes. This morning, my quote to you is: stop sacrificing yourself too much for people. If you sacrifice yourself too much for people, they will throw you in the mud. Do not think you are always a savior in people's life. Because human beings are very ungrateful. They only remember your mistakes, not what you did for them. So make sure you only do what you can do. Don't stress yourself too much for people. Always make it in the point that you take care of yourself first. And stop sacrificing too much. My name is Akosua Greatness. God bless you all.
What